I'm David Gaffney. As announced, I'm the father of the bride, the proud father of the bride. Thank you all so much for being here. I just want to say what a wonderful ceremony it was. It seemed like we were enjoying this glorious concert and all of a sudden a wedding broke out. For just a second, I want everyone to look closely at these two young people here. Look at these happy faces. Faces full of hope. How beautiful they are. You can be beautiful too, Luca. Now at this moment, really all I can think about is just how beautiful my grandbabies are going to be. Is it too soon to talk about this? Many young couples struggle with the question of exactly how many grandbabies they should give to their parents. So I thought, perhaps I could be of some assistance. Recall that I am one of 6, and happily all 6 of us are here tonight. And let me tell you, 6 was awesome. So we'll use that as sort of a baseline. Okay? Now, 7 is also a very lucky number. Some say 8 is enough, but not enough if you want to get a baseball team. Unfortunately, baseball is kind of dull. I'm sorry, it is. So if you get an even 10, then you can play basketball full court. But if you want football, you got to crank it up to 11. Lucas, suddenly you're looking a little pale. You're all right? 10's good. So let me tell you a little bit about Laura when she was little. The thing about Laura is that she always possessed irrefutable logic. One time she asked me what would happen if the house caught on fire. And I said, well, we put the fire out. And she said, well, what if we can't put the fire out? I said, well, we'll call the firemen to put the fire out. And she said, well, what if we call the firemen and all the firemen are dead? I had nothing. Once we were picking up school supplies, and she said, well, since we got number 2 pencils in 2nd grade, shouldn't we be looking into number 3 pencils for 3rd grade? Irrefutable logic. After Tracy and I dated for about a year, Laura said, hey, I think you guys should have a baby. And Tracy said, well, don't you think we should get married first? And Laura said, oh, not to worry, I can hold the baby during the wedding. Problem solved. Now, Laura did her first church gig when she was just 5 years old. And it's amazing to me how much of the determination and talent that I see in her now that was evident at such a young age. And now she's such a fine music educator, really excels at bringing out the best in those around her. By the way, she likes to start her classes by saying, yay, you're here! Which shows that for Laura, there is absolutely nothing too obvious to be celebrated. So if I may take a moment to state the obvious myself, it is how enormously proud I am of the young woman that she has become. Now we've had about a 26-year head start on getting to know Laura, but it is clear that Luca here possesses quite a sharp mind underneath all that curly Italian hair. You can tell right off the bat that he comes from a great family. He's a talented writer, naturally kind-hearted, and he does not hesitate to share his enthusiasm. The word excitable comes to mind. Those of you who know Luca have probably heard him talk about his new Subaru, the San Antonio Spurs. I know, what the heck. And perhaps some of you even question the exact nature of his relationship he has with his all-clad stainless steel pan. But he clearly reserves his greatest enthusiasm for the love of his life, Laura, and believe me, that is exactly what a father wants for his daughter. Getting back to the topic of my team of grandbabies, I think there's an important question that all of us are wondering tonight. Will you be raising the children libertarian?
Yes.
It is clear that there's only one Luca and only one Laura, and praise God for that. I truly believe that God has brought you together because Laura, in all her glorious plurality, is precisely the thing needed to complement Luca in all his glorious Lucality. I can make up words if I want to. Here's really what today is about. Your lives are no longer about you. Laura is now focused on Luca and Luca on Laura. Say that 10 times fast. But does this mean you're at risk of losing yourselves? Not at all. Learning the meaning of true self-sacrifice is the thing that is the key to finding your true, authentic, best selves. Now, the thing that Laura and Luca really have going for them is that they have clearly put Christ at the center of their marriage. As your hearts draw closer to Christ, and your hearts also draw closer to each other. Some people say that the primary reason for marriage is to make each other happy, and that's true. But I think it's deeper than that. The stronger case is that marriage really exists, as Father James said today, to lead each other to heaven and to make more saints. And I personally can't wait to meet all of those beautiful little saints. Hey, it just occurred to me, if you have 13, you can do Godspell. So, let us raise our glasses to Laura and Luca, to their beautiful partnership. May you enjoy a long and happy life filled with much love and kindness and joy. Cheers.